Now, is it in the commandment that I can smoke? So if you're righteous, if you want to turn towards that righteous path, my sister, what should you do?
I got to repent of my sins on a daily basis.
You understand that? So when you repent, what does that mean? You have to let go. So you're still holding on. So let go.
But it's medical concern.
It's medical?
No, it is.
Let's see how you can get biblical medicine. Give me Deuteronomy 32:39. Let's see if God can heal you. Because either you're going to obey God as the ultimate healer, or your God is going to be weed. You have to make a choice. Do you understand what I'm saying? 32 verse 39.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39.
Watch this.
See now that even I, am He, and there is no God with me.
There is no God other than the God of this Bible. Read.
I kill.
He kills.
And I make alive.
And He gives life.
I wound.
He wounds.
And I heal.
He what?
I heal.
I what?
I heal.
He heals, not weed. Weed doesn't heal.
That's right.
Do you understand that? Who heals, my sister? If you want God to heal you, you have to follow the righteousness of this Bible. Do you understand that? He kills, He makes alive. So if someone in Newburgh goes through some type of trauma and they're at the point of death and they don't die, God said, hey, you have another chance.
Right.
Not marijuana.
Right.
Not pharmaceuticals. Yes, sir.
Hey, just to that point, right? Because the sister said a second ago, it's medicinal, right? It's for medicinal purposes. Now listen, your medicine, right? That's between you and your doctor. That's between you and your doctor. I know it's legalized now. Everybody's talking about, oh, it's legalized. I use it for medicine. You know whether or not you're using it for whatever illness you have, or if you're just trying to get high. Right. Now, also, let's just talk about medicinal. We're doing it for medicinal purposes. Do you need to roll it up in a wrap or in a cigar and smoke and then light fire to it and inhale it in order to get them medicinal purposes?
We got edibles. It's
You got things that you can ingest. You have teas, whatever. But that's between you and your doctor. But watch this. 1 Peter 5 and 8. 1 Peter 5 and 8. This is what we have to remember, because you said something about being saved and I heard you say something about being righteous, right? Let's deal with that real quick first. 1 Peter 5 and 8. Because here's the thing. Just like you said, if he didn't smoke, he wouldn't listen. It's not even 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and now we come to the black community and people are getting high. In the Hispanic community, people are getting high. People got beer cans, people drinking. Is that medicinal as well, the beer cans? Then why are they doing it?
You don't live because you don't live like it. Because
can you say that again? Come closer, my sister. Say that again, because he's talking about. I want the people to hear what my sister said. Why are people out here smoking weed and drinking at 10:30 in the morning?
trying to survive.
Trying to survive. You see what she said? Trying to survive. That's an honest answer. Somebody who uses smoke weed, I can say that's why. You know why? Because we're brother right here in the green hoodie. You know why people are doing it? You know why you're smoking weed? Because you're trying to escape your reality. You're trying to escape your reality. Look what's going on around us. This is our community.
Right.
And you're trying to escape it. It's rough out here.
Right.
It's rough out here. It's hard to make ends meet. Okay, we got issues. We got stuff that happened to us growing up.
Right.
We didn't have stable households. That's why we're out here smoking weed at 10:30 in the morning. It's not medicinal. You're not going to fool me. You don't look like you have cancer. I pray you don't. But I know you're not smoking weed out of medicinal purposes. You're smoking because you got issues. You want to forget what issues you have. But guess what? When the high comes down, where's the issues going to be? Right there waiting for you. Right there waiting for you. They're not going nowhere. Watch this. 1 Peter 5 and 8.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober.
So wait. This is the New Testament now. So what did the Apostle Peter tell us to do?
Be sober.
And what?
Be vigilant.
Be sober and vigilant. You know what it means to be vigilant? Alert. Watching what's going on. Now it's all adults here right now, right? Who is being raised in this community? Children, right? We're supposed to be watching out for their best interests. Making sure that they have a brighter future, right? If we outside smoking weed, getting high, our eyes are low, we're drinking in the morning, are we watching out for them? Are we setting the right example for them? What are they going to grow up and do? Same, you know what, different toilet. Read that again.
Be sober. Be vigilant. Because your adversary.
Because who?
Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Seeking whom he may devour. That's why you got to be sober. That's why you got to be vigilant. Guess what? Your adversary, the devil, is always out here plotting on your downfall. You know who your adversary is?
Bring it out.
You know who your adversary is?
Bring it
the same
out.
one that's over there telling Kyrie Irvin that he's got to go apologize, that he's got to be more sensitive. The same one that brought you over here in shackles and chains and made you serve in slavery. That is your adversary. That's why they made it legal. That's why. How long has weed been in the black community? They say, oh, weed is so good. We'll argue that it's so good, it's medicinal, there's nothing wrong with it. How long has it been in the black community? Did it just start coming in the community when they legalized it? Or have black people been smoking weed since the 60s? And what good has come from it?
Bring it out.
What good has come from it? It's nothing new. Black people, we've been smoking weed. And look at our communities. Now that they legalize it, is everything getting built up? Is it getting garbage off the street? Is it better in the school system for the children? No, it's not. It's not. They gave it to us to destroy us. To distract us from what's really going on. Now we're over here getting high. A man cannot run his household adequately if he's high all the time. A woman cannot run her household, being a good mother, being a good wife, if she's sitting here getting high all the time. That's something that we need to know. We know that already. But you know what? We constantly try to escape. Like my sister said, trying to survive. Just trying to get from day to day. Read it one more time.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
So that's something that we as a people always got to keep in mind. There's always people trying to conquer us. There's people constantly that they don't get any sleep because they're thinking about how to destroy us. You think they're comfortable with the conditions in Newburgh, even though there's murders? They want it worse. They want it worse. They want us to kill ourselves off. That's the plot. That's the overall plot. Now let's see what else the Bible says. Give me Titus 2. Give me Titus 2 for my sister. For my brother and my sister. All right. Titus 2. First start with the young men, and then we'll get the sister. Because these are young men here. You guys are young men. You're young men. You got time ahead of you. You got time to grow as men. We can't be sitting here getting high. We cannot be sitting here getting high. Read that. Titus 2. 6. Start from verse 6.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Young men.
Young men. That's what I'm talking. That's who I'm talking to right here. Young men. Read.
Likewise, exhort to be sober-minded.
Exhort to do what?
To be sober-minded.
So the Bible's telling us, young men, we have to exhort to be sober-minded. This is the message of Christ. This is the message of God. This is the message of the Messiah. That we need to be sober-minded. We just read it in Peter that we need to be vigilant. We need to be watching what's going on. Read.
In all things, showing thyself a pattern of good works.
In all things, showing yourself a pattern of good works. Of good work. There's plenty of things I know you men can, you young men, you men can teach the younger men. Plenty of positive things that you've learned along the way that you may have picked up. Maybe skills, maybe trades that you guys have. You could be teaching them who they are.
That's right.
Teaching them who they are. But now what are we doing? We're standing on the street corner getting high. You know why we're doing that? Give me you know what? No, finish that. Give me that.
In doctrines.
Give me the sisters. Titus 2 and verse 3.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise.
So now the women, as they're getting older, what are they supposed to be doing?
That they be in behavior as becoming holiness.
So they're supposed to have holy behavior. There's a way that the women are supposed to conduct themselves. You know what's something crazy about this generation? The aged women, the women 30s, 40s, 50s, you cannot tell them apart from the women that are 16, 17, in their early 20s. They're dressed the same, they walk the same, they talk the same, they act the same. And guess what? Neither group is married half the time. Why? Because the aged women are acting like the younger women. They're not setting the example. Read it again.
The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers,
Not false, not liars.
not given to much wine,
Not what?
not given to much wine,
Not given too much wine. Meaning what? That word again, sober. Sober, that the aged women are to be sober. Read.
teachers of good things.
Teachers of good things. Teaching these young women, hey, listen, Cardi B is lying to you.
That's right.
That's not how you're supposed to conduct yourself.
Right.
You're not going to get married. You're not going to have a fruitful family acting like that.
That's right.
Telling the truth, saying that Doja Cat is lying to you.
Right. Right.
Who else? Megan Thee Stallion is lying. You don't want to be like that.
Right.
Men
Right.
do not want to marry those type of women.
Right.
Men don't respect those type of women.
Right.
They use and abuse and excuse themselves from those type of women. These are things that the aged women are supposed to be teaching the young women. But what's happening in our communities? The aged women walking around dressed like wearing tight stuff, showing off their body, rolling around with different men like the younger women. Where does that come from? That comes from us as a people being destroyed.
Right.
You know what it's a fact? Like my sister just came up. Here's some hard truths, some hurtful facts. Do you know, statistically speaking, more than 60% of black and Hispanic young girls are molested or sexually compromised by someone close to them before they reach the age of 18.
Bring it out.
That's a fact.
Right.
Statistics. That means more than half. More than half. Or, you know what's another word for more than half? Most. Most of our young girls are sexually abused. Most of them. And guess what? They're grown up to be abused women. Traumatized women. They're not protected in our community.
Right.
These are issues that we have.
That's right.
So now we as the people, you know what we do? We don't want to deal with the issues. We get high. We get drunk. Even though it happened to me, I'm just going to bury it deep inside of me. But yet, everyone else can see that I'm broken, but I don't want to deal with it. These are issues. This is us.
Right.
This is what's something we don't face. This is us as a people. Just like I was talking to my brother about earlier. Bro, sometimes you know what we have to do? We have to look in the mirror
That's right.
and see what's going on.
That's right.
I worked in detox for many years. You know, they have the 12 steps program. You know what's one of my favorite steps when I used to listen when they had their meetings? They said, you have to take an honest moral inventory. What does that mean? Meaning you have to look in a mirror and honestly speak to yourself and speak about what you see. That's an honest moment. Like, you know what? I'm not right. You know what? I got to fix this. You know what? I got to stop doing that. You know what? It's been long enough. I'm a procrastinator. I be getting high. I'm lazy. I got to take an honest moral inventory if I'm going to change.
Right.
Because we can sit here all day about change going to come. Yes, we can. But yet we never look in the mirror and see, what do we need to change? What is the change that needs to come? We're waiting for something to come down from the sky and be like, all right, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. Everything's going to be fixed. There's going to be jobs everywhere. Everybody's going to be above the poverty line. Everybody's making more money tomorrow. That's not how change comes. We have to put the work in. We need the men, we need the women to put the work in.
Right.
Watch this, Ezekiel 37:10 real quick.
it
For
out.
my brothers. For my brothers, and I want the sisters to know what's going on today. What is going on? We seeing in the news, Kyrie Irving. We're seeing Kanye West. These men catching hell for saying what? The truth.
Right.
Saying that we're not niggas. Right. We're more than just slaves. Right. Our history did not start in 1611. No, 1611. 1619. Thank you.
My bad.
Appreciate you. Our history did not start then. We have more history before slavery. Hispanics, our history did not start in 1492. We have a greater history. Now all of a sudden, hey, you're anti-Semitic. You're hateful. I'm hateful for saying that my people are special, are more special than what society taught us.
Bring it out.
Our women can do more than just shake their butt on TV. That our men can do more than gangbang and rap and play basketball. Read this. What's going on?
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and verse 10.
37 and 10. Ezekiel 37 and 10. I wanted the prophecy of what we're seeing right before our eyes today in 2022. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 22.
Watch your back.
All right? Stay with me. Yes, sir. Stay with me. Let me know when you got it. All right? 'Cause I want to show you. And this is to prepare you men for what's going on.
That's right. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 22. Bring it out. Verse 10. So I praised it as he commanded me.
So I did what?
So I prophesied as he commanded me.
So now, Ezekiel, the prophet Ezekiel, prophesied. He saw something that was way ahead of his time. You know what he saw? Today. And let's see what he saw.
And the breath came into them.
The breath came into God's chosen people. Who did Kyrie say is the chosen people? Who did Kanye say is the chosen people? If you've been keeping up with the news. You haven't been? Who did they say, bro? Let sister know. Who did Kanye and Kyrie say are the chosen people?
White people.
Huh?
Damn, he's the chosen. He's the chosen one.
What'd you say?
I ain't hear him say that them specific words, but we are the chosen one.
He said, who are the chosen people?
I haven't heard him say specific words.
But who are the chosen people?
We are the chosen.
We are the chosen people. We're the Israelites according to the Bible. So we're black, Hispanics, Native Americans. We've been lied to. So now, what did he see happen to these people?
And they lived.
So the breath of life came into them. You know what the breath is? The breath is the understanding and the truth of who we are. Of who we are. That's the breath that came into them. And they lived. And what happened?
And stood up upon their feet.
And they stood up. We've been laying down on our backs in this country for so long. The nations have been walking all over us for centuries. So now the prophecy is we stood up as a nation. And what happened?
An exceeding great army.
We stood up as what?
A great army.
Read it. Exceeding what?
An exceeding great army.
So God saw the men raise up as an exceeding great army. You know what that means? Exceeding great. Who is a great army today? You got North Korea. You got America. You got Russia. You got Germany. You got China. Ezekiel said, I saw an exceeding great army. An army that exceeded the greatness of all those other armies put together. That's what we're seeing today. That's why you're seeing men out here militant.
That's right.
Coming to your communities. Men are rising up. You have men speaking the truth on television, on national TV saying, listen, blacks, Hispanics, we're the chosen. We're God's chosen people. We're special. We're the Israelites. We're the Jews. That's right. That's what you're seeing today. The army of God raising up. So now let me ask you, bro. An army. Think about the U.S. Army. Do those men, are they sanctioned to get high during war times? Is it wise for a soldier, as a soldier, is it wise for a soldier to be getting high?
Getting high, no.
Huh?
To be in the field getting high, no.
No. Why not? Speak loud.
They in the field. They got an objective. They got a major objective to fight.
They got, what's the objective?
They was sent to do a mission.
What do you think we're here to do?
Bring it out.
What do you think you're here to do?
Bring it out.
Bro, we are, Raekwon, we're on a mission.
That's
right.
We are sent here on a mission.
Right.
We don't have long. How long do we live? Our life isn't that long. We got to put in work, Raekwon. We're on a mission. We can't be getting high. We can't be getting drunk. We can't be out here distracted. We got a short time and we're on a mission.
Right.
We're soldiers on a mission.
Right.
You ever notice that when black people, when us as a people, we get together, look at the Black Panthers movement. We get militant.
Right.
We get militant. And we get stuff done. We are the army of God.
That's right.
We are the army of God. So a lot of times we've been misdirected. Look at Nation of Islam. Okay, as I mentioned, Black Panthers. Look at all these different groups when they got together. And what's the first thing? They get militant. Why? Because God, give me that. Exodus 30, 15 and 35. Yes.
Yeah, 15:3.
Give me Exodus 15. Let me show you why. Because it's a spirit in us. I'm gonna show you why.
The book of Exodus, chapter 15, and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
Why is it that the black man, the Hispanic man, when you talk about the Black Panthers, when you talk about the Brown Berets, why is it that every time we unite, every time we organize, we're so militant? Read.
The Lord is a man of war.
Because the Lord is a man of war.
That's
Read.
The Lord is his name.
The Lord. Read it again.
The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
So that's how God operates. When you go through the history in the Bible, okay, when you read prior to the kings, even during the kings, read about King David, okay, read Judges, Gideon. All these men were militant men.
Right.
These were warriors. These were warriors. And now what do we see today? Warriors in chains. Warriors in chains. Now you see the warriors leaned up against the...
used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.